Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. So for this reading, I'm using the Tarot of the Dream Enchantress, and I'll show you the box. And I've had this deck for actually quite a while, quite a number of years, and it's such an interesting deck. It's very different. It doesn't really follow the typical kind of Rider-Waite format. It's quite a crazy deck. I love it. I haven't used it for a while, so I'm looking forward to reading with it today. Okay, so I'm drawing 3 cards. Each card is going to represent a portion of the upcoming week. And we're going to start with the first card, which represents Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so Monday we've got the 9 of Wands. Now the 9 of Wands shows someone who is looking kind of dejected and discouraged in some way. So you might be starting off the week on kind of a low note. So you might be feeling not particularly motivated or excited. Maybe something's kind of happened to dampen your enthusiasm. So you might kind of be dealing with some of that. So this is kind of about feeling like, you know, things might not be working out exactly how you want them to. And oh good, here's my kitty. Hello, Merlina. I hope you're going to behave yourself today. I have my doubts. So this is really, like I said, it's about managing your feelings around you might be feeling a little bit frustrated, but typically the 9 of Wands will come up when you're expecting the worst. So when you're really in the thralls of pessimism. So this is more about your state of mind rather than the state of reality or events. So you might be expecting the worst. You might be kind of feeling like you've really been trying hard and you're not getting results. So that's just kind of how you might be feeling at the beginning of the week. And then as we get into the week, so Wednesday and Thursday, right in the middle of the week, we have another Wands card, which is interesting. We've got the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is all about moving forward. So whatever, you know, issues you've got at the beginning of the week, you kind of work things out by the middle of the week. You kind of pull up your socks and, you know, you get back on the horse and you get going. Knight of Wands is a particularly, I mean, it doesn't really appear this way in this particular deck, but I know in the Rider-Waite deck, it's a very passionate kind of fast-moving card. So it's about, you know, feeling inspired, feeling motivated, lots of action, lots of movement happening. This card is a little more subdued than that, but still it's about traveling and moving forward. So it could be about physical travel. So you might be going on a trip or going somewhere. But really what it means is moving from one state of mind to another, or progressing on kind of a spiritual way, as well as progressing with any other kind of issue that you're dealing with in your life. So you're making headway. What's really key about this card is that inspiration is the driving force behind the Knight of Wands. So that is what, you know, fires him up. The other wands, like, you know, the Knight of Swords, it might be about winning. It might be ego that's driving him. The Knight of Cups, it could be emotions and romance that's driving him. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a very stagnant card, but it could be, you know, practical issues that's kind of driving him, or money or something like that. But the Knight of Wands, it's inspiration. So if you are wanting to progress with something and you're not progressing, keep this in mind, that inspiration is kind of the fuel that could move things for you. So if you're not feeling inspired about something, it's going to be hard for you to move forward, or to gain any kind of headway, or to have any kind of success. And I know a lot of people make New Year's resolutions, and they may not succeed because deep down deep down, they don't actually feel excited or inspired about the resolutions that they've made. So ask yourself, if I want to achieve something, or if I want to go to some place, if I want to, get from one place to another, how can I feel excited about this? Like how can I feel inspired? Okay, so now that Kitty Cat has hijacked the reading, she's in a calmer mood now, so that's good. I don't think she's going to start biting the cards or anything. So the next card, which is for the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got, nice, okay, we have 6 of Wands. So interesting, we have all Wands cards. Right across the board, we have Wands. So I'm going to talk more about the Wands as a suit in a minute. But the 6 of Wands, quite often this card is depicted as like a knight or someone coming home from battle or from a hunt, having caught something, and they're kind of being paraded through the streets and people are celebrating them. So this is about feeling proud, being congratulated, having, the support and the celebration of people around you. And I think everyone wants to feel like people applaud their behavior and their choices from time to time. We all kind of have that craving sometimes. So this card is really about feeling accepted by your community, whether that's by your family, your social group, your workplace, or whatever your community is. This is about being accepted and being welcomed and celebrated. So if we look at this card, there's a figure, a person who is leading a bear through the streets, and it's almost like she's caught this bear, or this bear is obviously somewhat tame, and she's walking this big beast, this wild animal, and this kid's kind of looking out the window and he's kind of in awe. He's probably impressed. So I feel like there's this other theme with this card, and it could be about kind of taming the beast within, or at least acknowledging that side of ourselves that is animalistic and wild and can sometimes be out of control. And I think that in order to succeed in anything, we have to acknowledge that part of ourselves instead of repress it. Okay, so I want to step back, and I'm going to take all these cards into consideration. And of course, the first thing I notice is that they're all Wands cards. So the Suit of Wands, and I kind of touched on this when I was talking about the Knight, but the Suit of Wands is about creative energy and being inspired and passion, having that pure excitement and energy for something. Sometimes I think of the Suit of Wands as being connected to like a career path, the work that we do in the world, how we basically express ourselves, or how we offer our gifts and our talents to the world. So I feel like the Suit of Wands is really making itself known to us, because we all have, gifts inside of ourselves. We all have talents, things that we're good at that not a lot of people are good at, and we have particular skills and abilities that we need to offer to the world and make use of. And if we're not doing that, or we're not doing that to our best ability, we can sometimes kind of feel like this person, so kind of pessimistic, dejected, low energy. So if you're feeling that way, ask yourself, what talents do I have? What gifts do I have that I can share with others? And how can I do that more effectively? And that's really going to drive you to action. That's going to be something that's going to be very motivating. And of course, in the end, we have kind of this symbol of success and of coming home and really being accepted and part of our community. So wonderful week, really. I'm excited to see how this week pans out, and I want to say thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope you found it helpful, and you can find out more about me and about tarot card reading on my website, dailytarotgirl.com.